everyone, this is Karen.
Welcome back, everybody. I am Shane.
Today we're looking at part 2 of Dying to Know About Easter Eggs. And the vocabulary words are artificial.
Artificial.
It's difficult to find foods that don't contain any artificial flavors.
True. Pale.
Pale.
Jessica painted the walls of her bedroom a pale yellow color.
Shade.
Shade.
I think this shade of red would be best for painting that flower. I don't have it here.
Okay. Decoration.
Decoration.
Brad asked Rachel for advice on home decoration.
That's right. So we're still talking about celebrating Easter.
Painting Easter eggs.
Dyeing Easter eggs, that's right. Well, how about you? How did you celebrate Easter when you were a kid?
Oh my gosh, I would always be so excited the night before Easter morning.
Really?
Yeah, because at least in America, one of the big traditions is that we will have an Easter basket.
Okay.
It's a basket full of all of your favorite snacks.
Favorite treats, yeah.
Foods and cookies.
Candy and
toys.
chocolates.
And even toys, too.
That's awesome.
So my basket was like Christmas.
Okay, and then you had to look for that basket, or you just get that basket?
It was hidden somewhere in the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I didn't look for Easter eggs. I looked for my Easter basket.
Awesome.
Cool, huh?
Wow. Well, because I have been celebrating Easter with my kids in my class in a kindergarten for the last 15 years. And then we always go Easter egg hunting.
And you dye the eggs yourself?
That's right. We dye the eggs ourselves. And then there are so many different ways to dye the eggs, to decorate your eggs. You can use paint, and then you can use food coloring, and then you can even add food coloring and shaving cream together to create a marble effect.
So interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So let's learn more about Easter.
All right, let's take a look at that recipe using natural ingredients.
All right, enjoy.
Enjoy.
Dying to know about Easter eggs.
People usually use artificial dyes to decorate Easter eggs, but why don't you make your own natural dyes? You'll need the following: white shelled eggs, white vinegar, and ingredients for the colors you prefer. See chart below.
Today's lesson is called Dying to Know About Easter Eggs, Part 2. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Mike, and you're very excited.
I'm dying to know about Easter eggs, and I'm also a big dye fan.
You're dying to dye Easter eggs.
Oh, this is double trouble for me. I am in seventh heaven. I love dyeing things. I love dye. And you know what? I also love Easter eggs. You put all these things together, and you've got one happy teacher.
Absolutely. Yesterday we learned about Easter eggs and Easter egg hunts, how these traditions became associated with Christianity, Easter, the death and resurrection of Christ. So we know a little bit about the history of Easter eggs and why we decorate them at this time of year. So let's find out now how to do it. How can we actually decorate our own Easter eggs?
We're going to be making our own Easter eggs?
We'll be decorating. The chickens make the eggs. And then
They make Easter eggs too?
They make, yes, they're special chickens.
Okay.
And then we
Easter
will,
chickens.
That's right. And then we will make them more beautiful by decorating them and dyeing them.
But it sounds like, guys, we're going to be hands-on today. We're going to be making our own Easter eggs, or at least telling you guys how you can dye your own Easter eggs. Anyways, this much is for certain. People usually use artificial dyes to decorate Easter eggs. You don't need the blood of Christ to color your Easter eggs. You can go ahead and go to a store and buy some artificial dye.
Yes, if you're using natural dye,
like the blood of Christ.
Well, possibly, but more likely the crushed leaves of a flower or a plant. That would be the natural way of making dye, this sort of paint, this coloring that we use to color things. But you can just go to a store and buy artificial dye. I remember as a kid we used food coloring, the kind of thing that people use to color cakes and things like that.
Dye that you can eat.
Basically, yeah. So that's the type of thing we're talking about here. Something artificial, this adjective just means it's not natural. It's fake in some kind of way. Doesn't mean it's always bad for you, but it just means that it didn't come from a natural source. So artificial dye would be made using chemicals, and it wouldn't be taken from plants like natural dye. For example, we could say it's difficult to find foods that don't contain any artificial flavors. That's right, artificial coloring and artificial flavoring often goes into our food, and sometimes it isn't very good for you. So let's use some artificial dye if we can, if it's available, but if you want to be really traditional and try something really new, it says, but why don't you make your own natural dyes the way they did years ago?
And all jokes aside, we'll not be using the blood of Christ.
No.
No way.
Or the blood of anybody.
We won't be using any blood of any person or any animal. Anyways, you're going to?
No, I said maybe yours, but not mine.
Maybe, no.
Not mine.
That's terrible, Mike.
It's
Anyways,
up to you.
As for natural dyes,
Yes.
not my blood,
Okay.
you'll need the following. White-shelled eggs, white vinegar, and ingredients for the colors you prefer. And we'll have more on this right after a break.
No brown egg?
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的课文介绍了复活节彩蛋的象征意义，以及彩绘蛋的起源。那 Jeff 老师说他很爱彩绘，彩绘复活节彩蛋会让他很快乐，他就说了 I'm in seventh heaven。好，当我们说 in seventh heaven， 从字面上来看是在第7层的天堂，那它是用来形容非常快乐的、高兴的不得了的。好，课文提到说，人们通常会用人工染料来装饰复活节彩蛋，不过我们今天要来学习自己做天然的染料。那要准备的东西包含了白壳蛋、白醋，还有染料的素材。那我们待会就要来看看有哪些材料可以让我们染出心目中想要的颜色。这边有一个单词是 artificial，artificial 它是形容词，形容人工的或是人造的。接回到课文中。
Dying to know about Easter eggs.
Dye material, red onion skins. Resulting color, pale purple to red. 1 cup chopped beet, pink. Red cabbage, blue. 2 tablespoons turmeric powder, yellow. 1 bunch of chopped spinach, green. Black tea, brown. 2 tablespoons chili powder, orange.
Okay, everyone. If you're going to color an Easter egg using dye, you've got 2 options. Artificial dye or natural dye. And right before the break, we started talking about how to make natural dye, our own natural dye.
That's right. So you can see now that we have a small chart, and this gives us some information on what things to use to make the different colors that we might want to decorate our egg with. So on the left it has the dye material. This is the thing, the plant or food, vegetable, whatever that you will use. And then on the other side, the resulting color. This is the color that you will get from using that material. So for example, right at the top, we begin with the first one. It says red onion skins. You can find red onions in most supermarkets. They're sort of a dark red, almost a purple kind of color. So get the skins of the red onion, and the resulting color, it says pale purple to red. I guess depending on how much you use, you can get a pale, kind of a light purple going over almost to a red color from your red onion skins.
There you go, your red onion skins from your red onions. Those are the onions next to the white onions in the supermarket there, and usually they do look purple in color. That's what they look like to me at least. And this is going to result in a pale purple to red color. So you're going to have like a light purple or a red color, somewhere in between. Now, when I said light purple, I was referring to pale purple because the adjective pale, it kind of means not strong or not dark for a color. So a pale purple isn't going to be a strong purple. It's going to be a light purple. You can say this about other colors as well, okay? For example, Jessica painted the walls of her bedroom a pale yellow color. Not too strong. Yellow's a strong color, so pale is the way to go there. So we had red onion skins, and that gave you a pale purple to red color. Next, we're going to add 1 cup chopped beet. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about now, and that should result in a pink color. Then you can follow this up with some red cabbage, which is going to result in a blue color. Red cabbage equals blue color.
Okay.
Okay.
Red cabbage is also quite easily available in supermarkets. It's kind of a purple kind of color, but once you soak it in the water or the vinegar, you'll get a blue color. Now, how about yellow? What if you want to get a natural yellow dye? It says 2 tablespoons turmeric powder. Okay, turmeric will be found in the spice section of your supermarket. It's used to flavor foods, and yeah, it's kind of a yellow color. So grab yourself 2 little tablespoons of that, and you'll get yellow. What about green? That shouldn't be too hard.
Next up, 1 bunch of chopped spinach.
That's very green.
That'll get you green, and then onto a darker color, a nice brown. You can use black tea to get a brown color.
I was going to guess coffee, but yeah, black tea.
Coffee could work too.
Yeah, that could work as well. And lastly, orange. A lovely orange can be got from chili powder. Probably very close to the turmeric powder in the spice section. Again, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, maybe 2 tablespoons of paprika. That's kind of an orangey color too. There's a lot of those sort of orangey reddish spices that you can grab for orange. So there you go. That'd be fun. And I guess your eggs would probably smell nice too.
Very fragrant Easter eggs. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break. But when we come back, we'll have more for you guys.
好，这边我们看到一个表格，左边那一栏是 dye material 染料的素材，那么右边那一栏是 resulting color 你会得到的颜色，也就是成品的颜色。好，那么第一个素材是紫洋葱 red onion。red onion。好，紫洋葱的皮呢，可以帮我们染出从浅紫色到红色之间的色调。我们要表达颜色是淡的，你可以用 pale 这个字 ，P-A-L-E。pale 它可以用来形容颜色是淡的、浅色的，也可以用来形容是苍白的。那第二种素材呢，是一杯切碎的甜菜，它可以染出粉红色。Beet 就是甜菜或是甜菜根。那第三种是紫高丽菜 ，red cabbage。紫高丽菜可以染出蓝色。好，那第四种呢，是可以用2大匙的姜黄粉来染出黄色。姜黄的英文是 turmeric。那么文中的 turmeric powder 就表示姜黄粉。好，那第5种呢，是用一把切碎的菠菜来染出绿色 ，spinach 就是菠菜。那第6种是素材，就是红茶。红茶搞不好也可以用咖啡吧，红茶可以帮你染出咖啡色。那第7种呢，我们是用2大匙的辣椒粉，你就可以染出橘色了 ，chili powder 就表示辣椒粉。刚刚 Mike 老师有用到这个 paprika 这个字。P-A-P-R-I-K-A，paprika 可以用来指红椒粉，匈牙利红椒粉。接话课文中。
Dying to know about Easter eggs.
Instructions. 1. Boil the eggs for 10 minutes. 2. Make each dye by combining the dye material with 1 liter of water and 2 tablespoons of vinegar in a pot. Cook on medium heat until the water becomes your desired shade. Let the liquid cool. 3. Place the eggs in the liquid for a few hours. The longer they stay there, the deeper the color will be. For uniform colors, remove the dye material from the liquid before putting in the eggs. Decoration tips. To create striped patterns, simply wrap rubber bands around the eggs before dyeing them.
All right, so we've got our dyes, our natural dyes. Now, let's go ahead and start dyeing our eggs. Next up, we've got our instructions. First of all, number 1, boil the eggs for 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes is long enough, okay? You'll have a nice, hard-boiled egg.
There you go. You don't want the egg to be soft or easily broken because you'll be handling it and painting it, so get a hard-boiled egg. Step 2, make each dye by combining the dye material, so your turmeric or your red onion, whatever. Combine the dye material with 1 liter of water and 2 tablespoons of vinegar in a pot. So this is how we're making the dye. Remember, cook your material and the water, everything in there. Cook on medium heat until the water becomes your desired shade. And then it says, let the liquid cool. So you'll have to sort of watch this as it goes along, and you'll have to boil a bunch of water for each color. But if you pay attention, you should get the desired shade. This is the desired shade, it's the one you want. When something is what you desire, it's what you want. And a shade, well, earlier we talked about a pale color and a dark color. This is talking about shades. There are many types of blue, from a light blue to a medium blue to a dark blue, but they're all blues, but we talk about them as being different shades. Sometimes these shades have their own special name, but generally it's in one type of color. We have many different varieties, many different variations, from light to dark. For example, I think this shade of red would be best for painting that flower. It's the same shade as a rose.
There you go.
All
Anyways, number 1, cook the eggs. Number 2, make your dyes. Then the real fun can really begin, okay? Number 3, place the eggs in the liquid for a few hours.
Few hours?
A few hours. Why? Because the longer they stay there, the deeper the color will be. So unless you want a really pale Easter egg, make sure you put those eggs in that liquid for a long time. Now it says next, for uniform colors, colors that are the same all the way through, the shade remains constant. For uniform colors, remove the dye material from the liquid before putting in the eggs. So there you go. You don't want to keep making more dye, a stronger and stronger dye. Take the dye material out of the liquid, then plop the eggs in there.
And that should give you a nice even color all the way over. But now we have these wonderful eggs, but they're all kind of one color. So how can we make them even more attractive? Well, let's move on to decoration tips.
There you go. Decoration tips to create striped patterns. Simply wrap rubber bands around the eggs before dyeing them.
Good idea.
That's a good decoration tip. Anyways, here, decoration tips. What are we talking about? We're talking about how to decorate these eggs. Yes, decoration, the act of decorating. Yes, decoration is the noun. Decorate is the verb. When you decorate something, you add something to something else to make that other thing look nicer or better or prettier. When we're decorating eggs, we're adding things to those eggs like dye in order to make the eggs prettier. For example, Brad asked Rachel for advice on home decoration. Anyways, that's it for our article, but Mike and I, we're not done. We still have the what do you think question to conquer. Mike, what other types of foods are considered religious symbols?
Ooh, that's a tough question, but let's say, to my knowledge, matzah bread is a symbol for Jewish people because matzah bread is made, I believe, without yeast. This symbolizes when the Jews had to run away from Egypt, they didn't have time for their bread to rise, so they made this flat bread, matzah bread, which is still eaten, I believe, at Passover every year. So there you go. Religious bread. And it's good, too, with a little bit of butter. Delicious.
Sounds fantastic. All right, folks, with that, our lesson is in the books, and it's time for you guys to hear from the Chinese teacher.
好，那我们现在要来做彩蛋咯。先把蛋煮10分钟，接着拿一个锅子，把1公升的水、2大匙的醋，还有你想要用这个染料素材加进去，用中火加热，煮到水变成你想要的颜色为止。然后把这一锅液体放凉。最后一个步骤就是把蛋放进那一锅染液里面，要放几个小时哦。那放越久，这个颜色就越深。那如果你希望蛋上面的颜色是均匀的，你就必须先把染料素材捞出来，再把蛋放进去，否则这个蛋壳的颜色有可能会不太均匀，深浅不一。好，这边有一个单字叫 shade。shade 它可以用来表达色调或者色彩的浓淡。好，那颜色的深浅有很多变化嘛。Mike 老师用到 variation 这个字，它是拼作 variation。variation 可以表达变化、变动或是变化形式。好，课文最后提供一个装饰的秘诀，你可以在染色之前呢，先在蛋上面捆上橡皮筋，这样染完之后，你就会得到条纹的图案咯。好，那么 striped 这个字就是形容有条纹的。那我们的单字 decoration 它可以当不可数名词来表达装饰、装潢，也可以当可数名词来表达装饰品。好，那我们听到 Mike 老师最后有聊到一种具有这个特殊宗教意义的食物，叫做 matzah bread。matzah bread 一般翻译好像是叫做无酵饼。根据旧约圣经啊，以色列人他们在仓促逃离埃及的时候，他们带的面饼来不及发酵，于是这个无酵饼就成了犹太人纪念逾越节所吃的这个食物。我们就顺便学一下 yeast。yeast yeast 就表示酵母。那么 Passover 这个 P 有大写，那这代表逾越节。好啦，以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍的文法重点是双重比较级的用法。双重比较级就是用来表达越怎么样就越怎么样，像书读的越多，获得的知识就越多；高热量的食物吃的越多，身上的肥肉就越多。没错，快放下你手中的洋芋片。好，那我们来学习双重比较级的句型，就是 the 比较级逗号 the 比较级，或者是 the 比较级主词加动词逗号 the 比较级主词加动词。好，那么句型里面的这个比较级呢，它可以是形容词比较级或是副词比较级。像对方问我们说，什么时候要给你答复啊？这时候你就可以回答 the sooner the better， 意思就是越快越好。好，那我们再造个例句 ：The more often you exercise, the more energetic you'll feel。你越常运动，就会觉得越有活力咯。好，这边要提醒同学们2个重点。第一个是双重比较级句型里面这个比较级，你可以改用 more 或是 less 来搭配不可数名词，或者是用 more 或是 fewer 来搭配可数名词。例如 The more chili powder you add to the soup, the spicier it will be。 你在汤里面加越多的辣椒粉，汤就会越辣。这句话是废话。好，不过我们重点呢是前半句我们有用到 more 搭配不可数名词 chili powder，more chili powder， 越多的辣椒粉，然后就会越辣嘛。好，再来看到第2个重点是在使用双重比较级的句型时，当这个主词不是代名词，而动词又是 be 动词的时候，这个 be 动词呢常常被省略不用。例如 Some say that the messier your desk, the more creative you are。 有人说你的书桌越乱，你就越有创造力。好，那话说回来，爸妈叫你们整理房间的时候，千万不要拿这句话来顶嘴哦，我怕你们下个礼拜的零用钱会被扣光了，就大哭了。好啦，那么以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
表达关心询问的英文实用句。
Hello, everybody. I'm Shane. This is Holly. Are you okay? What's on your mind?
我忘记我们今天要介绍什么了。
What? What's on your mind? That's a hint.
OK， 谢谢你提醒我。What's on your mind？ 你在想什么？所以要表达关心的用语。
That's
right.
right.
谢谢你，谢谢你。
Yeah, there's lots of ways to do this.
那还有什么表达关心的用语呢？
Well, for example, if you want to find out about what do you want to know about me?
那你最近那个工作如何呢？
Okay, so you could say, what's going on with your job?
哦，所以你最近工作如何，或是对什么东西有什么消息，就可以用 What's going on with 你要关心的事情这样子。
Like my job, I got fired. Thanks for asking. So you have to be careful. If you ask somebody, it might be bad news, right?
对，有可能会是坏消
And
息。
then maybe you look at me and I look like this.
Why the long face?
Yeah, why the long face?
哦，所以其实是你怎么这么伤心？你为什么这么难过？
Yeah. Let's find out some more. How do we use these sentences in live action?
Yeah.
Okay? Hey, are you okay? What's on your mind?
Well, actually, do you want a free ticket to a concert tonight?
What's the catch?
Nothing. Me and Tyler just broke up, and now I need a new date to go with.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course I'll go with you.
Hey, why the long face?
I just got some bad news about my trip to Japan.
Oh yeah, what's going on with that?
My flight got canceled, and I don't know if I can reschedule.
Bummer. Number 1. What's on your mind? Number 2. What's going on with? Number 3. Why the long face?